Oh, there's a letter from Mummy. Shall I read it out?
No.
Aren't you interested in the news, then?
No, so I'm reading the paper.
No, I mean about the family.
No, thank you.
You're never interested in the news from my mother.
Well, she's not exactly Angela Rippon, is she? And we know exactly what makes the headlines in her life. Today at Pulborough, prominent citizen Mrs. Cynthia Bellingham decided to change the bathroom curtains. In a statement over a lunchtime sherry, her husband, wealthy farmer Bruce Bellingham, said, "I shall be sorry to see them go."
Their son-in-law, bigoted paint salesman Terence Fletcher, was discovered earlier today with a pillow stuffed down his throat.
All right. I'll give it. Go on. What does she say? Go on.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter if you don't want to.
No, please, go on. I'm agog with indifference. Go on.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. Come on, let's get it over with. Come on.
Darling June, sorry I haven't written for some time, but I've been very busy with my pickles. The tomatoes have been particularly good after the lovely summer, and I'm up to my ears in chutney, so I'm giving half a dozen jars to the vicar this year.
Well, why? What's she ever done to her?
You'll be absolutely shattered to hear Mrs. Perkis can't come anymore. Poor old soul. Her leg has finally given out.
Has Reuters been informed?
I don't know what I shall do without her. She was such a treasure about the house. We'll all miss her, including Brutus and Cassius.
Who?
The dogs.
Oh, those brutes, yeah. Well, no wonder she lost her leg.
Well, she hasn't lost it.
Oh, good. Well, she might find it again, then. Yeah. They probably buried it somewhere.
Don't interrupt. Do you remember Miss Merton, the retired music teacher, the one who used to give you piano lessons? Well, although she's now in her 70s, believe it or not, she's getting married at last. She had to.
Eh?
She had to move into a smaller house recently, and that's how she met her husband. He did all her rewiring.
He must have switched on her as well. Yeah, June, you never told me you played the piano.
Oh, I haven't touched one for years.
Well, why not?
Well, we haven't got one.
Ah, that's as good a reason as any, yeah? Go on, bore me some more, go on.
Daddy sends his love. He's very busy just now, both on the farm and with his committee work for the preservation of wildlife.
Your father does that?
Yes, why shouldn't he?
Well, he's always out hunting and shooting. I mean, that's hardly preserving wildlife, is it?
You've never really understood country life, have you? Or my parents, for that matter.
Well, they've never liked me, have they? Can't think why. What have I ever said to upset them? Apart from one little thing I happened to say many years ago.
Oh, what was that?
Can I marry your daughter?
Well, I managed to persuade them you weren't as bad as you looked.
Oh, good.
Well, parents are like that, aren't they? I mean, they worry about their children's happiness. But it was a long time ago. I think they're resigned to you now.
Oh, good. What else does Madame Mao Tse-tung say?
Oh, there's not much more. Hope it won't be too long before we see something of you. Had a nice letter from Lucy the other day saying she was very well and enjoying her little stay with you.
Little stay? She's been with us 4 years, that sister of hers. I'll bet your mother doesn't even mention me.
Oh, yes, she does. Look, love to all, Mummy.
Oh, good. Can I get on with my paper, then?
Yes.
You sure you don't want to give me the main points of the news again?
Oh, this one's addressed to both of us. Shall I open it?
Yeah, may as well.
Oh, it's an invitation.
And if that's from my mother as well, we're not going.
It's to a fancy dress ball at Hardingley Hall near Hastings from the East Sussex Convalescent Homes. Well, I wonder why we've been invited to that.
That's through the office. That'll be through Bill Turner, because he lives down there, and that's one of his pet charities.
Sounds very grand. Hardingley Hall.
Well, I mean, that's like Bill Turner, does everything in style, you know?
Yes, you're right there. It's 10 guineas a ticket.
Oh, yes, but I mean, it's all in a good cause, and I promised him we'd go.
Did you?
Well, of course, I thought you'd enjoy it, darling. I mean, we don't get out much these days, do we?
No, that's true. But it's a big jump from the Taj Mahal Ealing Broadway to Hardingley Hall near Hastings.
Yes, well, I mean, we're moving up in the world. I mean, all the top people will be there, and I don't see why we shouldn't be two of them. When is it?
Saturday, The 15th. Now, that's Saturday week.
Well, we're not doing anything, are we?
No?
Well, good. We'll go and have a bit of fun.
It sounds very grand, you know. Champagne, buffet supper, dancing. Oh, and it says historical fancy dress.
Ah, yeah, well, I'll tell you why they put that, you see, because it's at Hastings, you see.
Oh, I see. How do you feel about losing an eye?
No, it doesn't have to be 1066. I mean, we can go as anything we like, providing it's something to do with history.
I don't think I've got anything in my wardrobe that's remotely historical. Apart from the last dress you bought me. Now, that's going back.
Oh, no. We're not going to improvise. We shall do it properly. We shall hire a costume.
Really? Where from?
Well, from one of those theatrical costume places, or perhaps the BBC have got some leftovers from Henry VIII.
Yes, and you wouldn't need any padding either.
Oh, yes, and how do you feel about having your head off?
Oh, you'd make a very good Henry, you would.
What, me? We was a lecherous, debauched old tyrant.
Then we agree for once.
You read that letter again for me, Mother. I'm going to run a bar.
I think I'd like to go as someone very beautiful and glamorous.
Darling, it's Saturday week, remember? We haven't got time for all that makeup.
Cakes.
That is brilliant, Lucy. Now, how can anyone go as a cake?
No, I meant the woman who was baking them.
Well, who was that?
Don't think anyone knows.
Well, couldn't you make up a name?
Who do you suggest? King Alfred and Agatha Bakewell, the notorious tart?
Oh, Lucy's only trying to help. It's better if we go as people that everybody knows. I was thinking of some of the great lovers, like Napoleon and Josephine, or Nelson and Lady Hamilton.
No, I mean, they'll all go as that.
Well, what about Caesar and Cleopatra?
Oh, that's an idea, and I wouldn't mind being Cleopatra.
I mean, you don't look a bit like Elizabeth Taylor.
Well, neither did Cleopatra, for all we know. There's a lovely costume and all that jewellery. The Queen of the Nile.
Yeah, Tugboat Annie.
I think June would look very good as Cleopatra.
Thank you, Lucy.
Oh, I popped down to the pet shop and see if they got any asps.
Don't you fancy yourself as Julius Caesar, then?
Not very much, no.
Oh, go on. Have a stab at it.
What about Dr. and Mrs. Zhivago?
What?
No, dear, no. You see, they're fictitious, not historical. You're thinking of the film.
Oh, yes, wasn't it lovely? And that handsome man that played the sheriff.
What are you babbling about, Lucy?
I think she means Omar Sharif.
You stick to your knitting, love, please.
Oh, this is ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, we must be able to agree on somebody. Who do you want to go as, Terry?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Anybody else want a drink?
No, thanks.
Well, as you're there, I may as well have one.
Yes, I thought Lucretia Borgia would have one.
Helen of Troy was an interesting woman.
Oh, what did she do?
Oh, you know, the Trojan Wars, the wooden horse and all that.
Oh, lovely. Am I going as the front or back legs?
Hers was the face that launched 1,000 ships.
Was it? She must have got through as much booze as you do.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Oh, now, come on, let's tackle this properly. I mean, let's go right through, straight from the beginning, eh?
Right. But let's forget Adam and Eve.
Ah!
Oh, no, Terry. Sight of you in a fig leaf would empty the place.
Well, I mean, it's cheap. I mean, the costumes are cheap. They're out in the garden. Half a dozen leaves and an apple.
No, I said no, and I meant no.
Oh, June's quite right, dear. It might be rather chilly that night.
Well, can't we stay overnight and change down there?
Oh, no, we must get back. We can't leave Lucy on her own all night.
Well, why not? I could always lock the drinks up.
I'm sorry I'm such a nuisance, but I do so hate being alone.
Oh, don't worry, dear. We may be late, but we'll be back.
All right, then. We'll forget Adam and Eve. We'll forget that. Now, who came after them? I mean, there must have been loads of people, loads of biblical people. I mean, They were always begatting, weren't they?
Yes.
I could be Moses, Matthew, Peter, Paul. June, you don't suppose I could be...
No, Terry.
Just a thought.
I don't think we should be anyone from the Bible. What about King Arthur? And I could be,
Jennifer.
Genevieve.
Guinevere.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I've always dreamed of being carried off by a knight in shining armour.
But, June, how can I drive a car in a suit of armour?
Ah.
I mean, you just don't think, do you? I mean, it could be very inconvenient. I suppose supposing I wanted to go to the loo.
You could always take a can opener.
June, not in front of Lucy.
The White Rabbit.
Eh?
Percy went as that once, and I went as Alice. It was in Delhi. We were always dressing up as something out there.
No wonder we lost India. No, quiet, please. I'm trying to think. Now, who are some of the great British heroes? There was Drake, there was Raleigh, there was Frobisher, there was Hawkins.
And I'd be Queen Elizabeth, would I?
Yes, regal and stately. You would look magnificent.
Well, she was a bit haughty, a bit difficult and temperamental.
Precisely.
Darling, why don't you just go on your own?
Eh?
As King Canute.
I don't want to go to that party on my own.
Oh, I didn't mean to the party. I thought you might enjoy sitting on Hastings Beach and ordering the waves about.
Oh, don't spoil it, Jim. We want to both go together and have a bit of fun. I mean, and show that we're a devoted couple like William and Mary, Victoria and Albert, or great lovers. Ha! I could be Casanova.
Well, who would I be?
Well, and friend.
Any one of a dozen, you mean?
Well, he only picked the best. I mean, they must have been all very sexy.
Somehow I can't quite see Terry as the great lover.
No, dear, I bunged up the keyhole.
You know, we're just going round in circles. It's pointless really making a decision until we know what costumes are available. I mean, we may have to take what we can get.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought of that. Still, I mean, it's not till the 15th, and there can't be many people going down from London. I mean, we should be able to find something impressive.
Oh, well, it'll be a lovely evening out for you both, whatever you end up as.
Are you sure you'll be all right, Lucy?
Oh, yes, dear.
Well, it's about time Lucy got used to being left alone.
What makes you think I'll be left alone?
Eh? What?
I might find a Casanova of my own.
You might find one, but would you remember what to do with him?
Lucy, have you seen my tray of oranges?
I've got them here, dear. Oh, you make a very saucy nail queen, dear.
Worth a twirl, is it?
Yes. Oh, what a lovely costume.
Yes.
I suppose it's quite safe, is it, dear?
Well, I hope so. You don't think it's too low, do you, Lucy?
Oh, I don't suppose it matters these days, dear. And anyway, if you want to win a prize, I suppose you've got to go all out.
I hope not.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that, dear. Isn't King Charles ready yet?
No, he should be. He's been up there for hours. He's having a little trouble with his wig. He would insist on curling his ringlets.
Now, look, you've got a long journey. Wouldn't you like me to make something for you and Terry before you go?
Oh, no, dear, don't worry. If he gets hungry on the way, I'll sell him an orange.
Ready?
Oh, my Lord.
What's the matter?
Oh, nothing, dear. I was just being your loyal subject. Oh, my Lord.
I can't get the sword out of the scabbard.
Well, you won't be using it, will you? Or were you thinking of defending my honour?
No point in fighting for a lost cause.
Doesn't June look lovely?
Yes, not bad.
Want a nice juicy Jaffa Gaffer?
Thank you, Barbara Windsor. We'll let you know. Truth.
What's the matter?
Well, it's a bit it's a bit over the top, isn't it?
Do you think so?
Well, I can hardly tell your oranges from your pear.
Well, if you don't approve, I can always nip out and buy another pound or two of oranges.
You're not going down to the greengrocers looking like that. Come on, take it off. Oh, dear. You'll never get your safety belt on in the car.
Now, have you got the tickets?
Yes, got everything.
Well, I think you make a perfect picture.
Thank you. It's a pity we couldn't borrow the spaniel from down the road, but I think they'll guess who we are without that.
I'll come and see you off.
Right. Excuse me.
Pardon me, King's Fairs.
Sorry, sire. Sure you don't want to visit the throne before you go?
Insolent hussy. Come along. In you get, Nell.
Ta, Charlie.
Behave yourself, Lucy.
Have a good time.
Thank you, love.
What is it? What's the matter?
The bloody clutch has gone.
You should have checked it before we left.
How was I to know it was going to go? Oh, it's useless.
Can't we manage without it?
Yes, if you like to get out and push me all the way.
What are we going to do?
Well, there's not much we can do. We'll just have to get a garage to tow it in, but we won't have the car tonight, that's for sure.
Well, we can't go to the party.
Oh, yes, we will. If we can get to a station, we can go the rest of the way by train.
Like this?
Well, we haven't got any other clothes with us, have we? Don't panic so much. So just sit tight. I'll go and thumb a lift.
What's up, mate? Or should I say, Your Majesty?
I've had a bit of a mishap.
Oh, yes. Fallen out of the oak tree, have you?
I'm trying to get to Hastings.
No, too late. The battle's over.
Very funny. I've broken down.
I'm not surprised. Where did you escape from?
Nowhere. I'm perfectly normal.
Well, you could have fooled me.
My wife and I...
A wife, eh? I thought you were a puff.
It's a pity you are not as articulate as your lorry.
Oh, yeah. A clever Charlie, eh? Right.
What happened?
Nothing. He wouldn't take us.
Shall I have a go?
Right. I'll just lock the car and get my sword. Do you want your oranges?
No, thank you.
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Could you possibly manage a lift to the nearest station?
A pleasure. Hop in.
Have you got room for my husband as well?
Yes, if you can manage in the back.
Okay, Terry, come on.
Don't tell me, let me guess. King Charles and Nell Gwyn.
That's right, and I'm King Charles.
Can you squeeze in, all right?
No problem.
Oh!
Oh, pardon me. Just a second. Sorry.
Right.
Hi. Right.
Where have you been? The train will be here in a minute.
Calling the garage. They're going to collect the car tomorrow. I also let Lucy know not to expect us back tonight.
Did you get the tickets?
Yes, we have to get out of Plumpton Week. That's the nearest stop for Harding, really. Two in here, June.
Can you close that door, please?
I will when I'm in.
I'll do it.
Oh. Now look what you've done. Why don't you learn to have a bit of patience?
What are you going to do? Behead me?
Get on with your paper. Oh,
Be careful with that thing.
I'm sorry.
Mind what you're doing. Why don't you sit down?
I'm going to.
Oh.
Get up! Oh, get up! I do apologise. That could have been very nasty.
It was.
Do sit down, dear.
I'm trying to. Dear, oh dear. Oh. That's better. All right there, wench?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Did you hear that, Roger?
I certainly did, Larry.
She called him Your Majesty.
Well, I know.
I thought they had a queen.
Well, yes. Oh, I'd love to know where he got that velvet jacket from. And just look at that hat.
But if you ask me, he's overdone it with the feather.
Don't you just love those shoes? Hey, I wonder if you can get those in Sears and Roebuck.
Who do you suppose he is?
Well, ask him.
No, Roger, you ask him.
Shall I?
Yes, but don't get too familiar. Remember those dungeons we saw in the Tower of London?
Excuse me, sir. My friend and I were just wondering who you were.
Charles II.
Did you hear that, Larry? It's Charles II.
I never knew there were two.
Do you suppose it's his father?
No, silly, that's Philip. You know, the sailor.
Of course.
Excuse me, Miss Winch, but how long have you been in service to His Majesty?
25 glorious years.
Oh, not another Jubilee!
No, I think perhaps I'd better explain. We're going to a fancy dress ball.
Oh! What as?
Well, I'm Nell Gwyn, and my husband is Charles II. He was once the King of England.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Was there some sort of scandal?
You know, we just love the color and spectacle of all your traditions over here.
We're taking a beefeater home with us. Not a real one.
Unfortunately.
Larry. Just one of those little replicas, you know? Hey, sir, do you mind my asking you? Do you think we could have a photograph?
Well, of course.
Ready when you are!
Oh, thank you.
It's a pity we missed the earlier train.
Tickets, please. Lord. What have we got here, then? Richard Burton, is it?
Don't you start.
Plumpton Wick? Oh, I didn't know they had a theatre there. Well, you'll have to get to the front of the train. This portion's not for Plumpton Wick.
Oh, come on, June.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Miss.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. Beg your pardon. Oh,
Do you mind?
so sorry. Nice to meet you. Give my regards to Carter.
Do you know him?
Know him? I've bought his seeds all my life. Get down! I'm trying to. Oh, you touchy lot, you.
Now what do we do?
Call a taxi.
There's nothing here.
Well, there might be a bus.
Oh, no, Terry, I'm not going on any more public vehicles. We look ridiculous.
It's a damn good job we didn't go as Adam and Eve. Look, I'll ask someone the way to Hardingley Hall.
Oh, never mind about that. Where are we going to stay tonight?
Well, there's bound to be a little country hotel or pub somewhere.
Well, we'd better book in now. It'll be too late after the dance.
I say, what number bus goes to Hardingley?
22.
Oh, where from?
Right here.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Hope we don't have to wait too long.
I say,
Yes,
when's the next one?
7:30.
Oh, good.
Tomorrow morning.
Which way is it?
Straight up there.
Thank you. come on, June. We may as well start walking.
It could be miles away.
June, will you stop complaining? Come on. My feet are killing me.
Stop complaining, dear.
No, I can't walk in on a step. It's these shoes. Oh. 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 I should never have taken the smaller size.
Can I give you a piggyback?
Just give me a minute's rest, that's all.
Oh, no, we better get going. I don't like the look of those clouds. Come on. Well done, Cinders. You shall go to the ball. Come on.
Oh dear, is it raining? I presume you must be part of the Hardingley Hall crowd.
No. We always dress like this. We'd like a nice double room, a hot bath, and a hot meal, please.
Ah, well, now that's a shame because I'm afraid we're absolutely full up, you see.
What?
Oh, no, nothing at all.
Well, I'm sorry, madam, that's the way it is.
Oh, come on. But this is an emergency, mate.
Yes. Please, isn't there anywhere else we could go?
No hope at all, you see. They've sent all their overflow to us. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
Oh, we'll have to go home, Andrew.
No, we can always go to the farm.
What, your parents?
Well, it's only about 20 miles away.
I'm not walking 20 miles like this.
Well, perhaps we could get a taxi.
Would you like me to ring for one?
Oh, yes, please, could you? It's for Fording Bridge.
Certainly, yeah.
Dear. How much is a 20-mile taxi ride going to cost us?
I don't care how much it costs. We must have somewhere to stay tonight.
Ugh, I never thought I'd end up at Cold Comfort Farm.
Oh, do you think we could get a drink?
Oh, good idea.
Emily, look!
£14 flaming quid. But I'm not complaining. Hello, anybody there?
It's Brutus and Cassius. They're jolly good house dogs, aren't they?
Well, let's hope they've got them locked up. You silly old fool! Who's there? It's me, Terry, your son-in-law.
Don't go away. EastEnders is coming up after the break.
Oh, there's a letter from Mummy. Shall I read it out?
No.
Aren't you interested in the news, then?
No, so I'm reading the paper.
No, I mean about the family.
No, thank you.
You're never interested in the news from my mother.
Well, she's not exactly Angela Rippon, is she? And we know exactly what makes the headlines in her life. Today at Pulborough, prominent citizen Mrs. Cynthia Bellingham decided to change the bathroom curtains. In a statement over a lunchtime sherry, her husband, wealthy farmer Bruce Bellingham, said, "I shall be sorry to see them go."
Their son-in-law, bigoted paint salesman Terence Fletcher, was discovered earlier today with a pillow stuffed down his throat.
All right. I give it. Go on. What does she say? Go on.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter if you don't want to.
No, please, go on. I'm agog with indifference. Go on.
Are you sure?
Yes, absolutely. Come on, let's get it over with. Come on.
Darling June, sorry I haven't written for some time, but I've been very busy with my pickles. The tomatoes have been particularly good after the lovely summer, and I'm up to my ears in chutney, so I'm giving half a dozen jars to the vicar this year.
Well, why? What's she ever done to her?
You'll be absolutely shattered to hear Mrs. Perkis can't come anymore. Poor old soul. Her leg has finally given out.
Has Reuters been informed?
I don't know what I shall do without her. She was such a treasure about the house. We'll all miss her, including Brutus and Cassius.
Who?
The dogs.
Oh, those brutes, yeah. Well, no wonder she lost her leg.
Well, she hasn't lost it.
Oh, good. Well, she might find it again, then. Yeah. They probably buried it somewhere.
Don't interrupt. Do you remember Miss Merton, the retired music teacher, the one who used to give you piano lessons? Well, although she's now in her 70s, believe it or not, she's getting married at last. She had to.
Eh?
She had to move into a smaller house recently, and that's how she met her husband. He did all her rewiring.
He must have switched on her as well. Yeah, June, you never told me you played the piano.
Oh, I haven't touched one for years.
Well, why not?
We haven't got one.